Today you will understand the vocabulary outlier and understand the effect of outlier in the data. Understand the word this is outlier. You have to think it like it is lying on the outside. Focus on the question number 8. What number is the outlier for the given data? Before you make sure that you are writing things down, please make sure that you are also writing the date and you're writing 3.4 outlier and the effect of outlier on data in your recording wherever you're recording it, whether it is in your notebook or your paper, before you copy things down. So the question is, what number is the outlier for the given data? Let's focus on 307, 285, 146, 290, 316, 282, 300, and 320. So if you look at all the numbers, there is one particular number in this case which is so far away than the other numbers. 307, 285, 290, 316, 282, 300, and 320 all are close together numbers. The only number that is far away from the other numbers in this case is 146. So the outlier in this case is 146. 146 is lying all the way on the outside as opposed to all the other numbers, if you want to remember an easy way. So think it as a number that is far away than the rest of the numbers. So the answer in this case is the outlier is 146 because all the other numbers are grouped together. This is the number that is lying far outside the field. Let's focus on this question. See, what number is the outlier for the given data? Once again, if it is in the vertical form, it's still the same question, no difference, just in the vertical form. These numbers are all close together. 146 is kind of like the odd one out. So it is lying on the outside of the field. So this will be the outlier, which is the same question. Let's focus on this question. Jackson has 83, 89, 87, 85, 34, 86 on each of his science tests. Look at his science test score. 83, 89, 87, 85, and 86, all in the 80s, almost close to an high B's. But look at this 34. The 34 is so far off. Either he did not study for the test, or he did not feel well, or he was not well prepared. Something was happening that made one of his test score goes down to a 34. So let's see. This is the outlier because it is so far away than the rest of the numbers. It is lying outside of the field than compared to all the other numbers. You almost wish as if you did not have this 34. So let's, for example, if his science teacher puts 83, 89, 87, 85, 34, and 86 on Pinnacle, let's see what happens. So how does the outlier, which in this case is 34, affect his science average? Remember, the word is average, which also means mean. The way that you're going to find the average is you add all the numbers, you count, and you divide. So let's put the numbers together. So you got 83, 89, 87, 85. Remember, his science teacher was also going to put the 34 in Pinnacle and 86. Let's find the average of these numbers. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 9 is 19. 19 plus 9 is 28. 28 plus 6 is 34. 3 is a carryover. 8, 8, 8, 8, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 43, 46. So his total in this case comes to 464. And now count. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he has 6 tests, and the last step is divide. So let's take your 464 and divide it by 6. 6 cannot go in a 4. 6 goes into a 46. 7 times. 7 times 6 is 42. 6 minus 2 is 4. Bring the 4 down. So 6 goes into a 44 7 times, which in this case is 42. and you got a 2. Let's put a decimal point. Bring the decimal point straight up. Add a 0 inside the shelter. Bring the 0 down. 6 goes into a 20 3 times, which gives you an 18, and it's going to keep going. So which means his average, if a science teacher was to put on Pinnacle all of these scores, his average in this case is going to come to 77.3. Now, on the other hand, let's assume, what if his science teacher was going to say, okay, you were such an awesome student. You had 83, 89, 87, 85, 34, and 86. So let's see what will his average be if the outlier was removed. So if his teacher says, okay, you can drop out the lowest score, so he is going to be happy and he's going to say, okay, I'm going to take out the 34 out of the choices, and now I'm going to find what my average is going to be. So the outlier is removed. So now let's find the average. And the way you're going to find the average is add, count, divide. That is how you find the average or the mean. So let's do the first part, which is the addition. 83, 89, 87, 85. Remember, his teacher told him that he can remove the outlier. So he removed the outlier, in this case 34, which is a lower score, far away from the other numbers, and 86. Let's add them together. So 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 9 is 19, 19 plus 5 is 24, 24 plus 6 is 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 40 plus 3, 43. And remember, so the addition part came to 430. Now comes the counting. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He only counted 5 numbers. The last step in this case is your division. Division, so you take your 430 and you divide it by 5. 5 cannot go in a 4. 5 goes into a 43 8 times, which in this case is a 40, and a 3. Bring the 0 down. 5 goes into a 30 6 times, which in this case gives you an 86. So if he can drop the outlier, his average in this case is going to be an 86. So watch this. See how much the outlier is affecting his science average? If I remove all these calculations out of the way, so with the outlier, his science average is going to be 77.3. But on the other hand, if you remove the outlier, if you remove this out, his average is going to be an 86. So that is the difference between how the outlier is going to affect your average, which means an outlier, which is a number that is far away than the rest of the numbers, is going to affect the average so much.